make your day richer than it was before. Got some good times knocking upon your front door.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. But don't be nervous. There's no reason to be nervous. Sarah, there is no reason. First of all, we're not even live right now, really.
Okay, no.
So nobody's even watching. So it's literally just you and I here.
Okay.
But we're talking about therapeutic journaling today, which I am a huge proponent of and love when people do it. I was telling Sarah before we started that, we have a lot of authors here, and they talk about writing and then putting it out there for people to buy. But there's such an important piece of your life of writing for yourself and writing for your own well-being. And Sarah's here to talk about that. So Sarah, how did you, first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
And thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Listen, you can come every day and talk about this subject. It's so important. You were telling me before that you have been writing for a long time and what it's done for you. When did you start a journal?
Honestly, when I was a little kid, I have journals going back till I was in elementary school.
Wow.
And I loved just making up stories and writing about things that happened in my day. Our home that we grew up in New England had a little bit of a kind of a spooky October thing going on. It was a little haunted. So I would write about some of the things that would go on in the house. There was a little bit of a little bit of activity there once in a while. It was a very old tavern at one point. So it was
all kinds of stories.
Yeah, so like there were silly things that would happen that I would write about, and stories and just things about my day, and things I was thinking about, poetry, stuff like that. So all kinds of things.
When did you realize like it's more than just writing? It's more than just getting it out there. When did it start to become kind of healing to you and realizing that like expressing that physically and does something to you?
Definitely in my teenage years was when it first started working as kind of a therapeutic tool for me, even though I didn't know what, therapeutic journaling really was. Just like, I think, I mean, most people, have had a diary or something like that, and just having that outlet for me to put out things that were maybe bothering me, or that I was having a hard time processing, or that I was having a hard time making decisions about. Being able to write that stuff out and just get it out of my mind and onto the paper was very cathartic. Being able to kind of let that stuff go, in a sense, was very helpful for me.
Do you think there's a difference whether someone's writing it with pen and paper or typing out their thoughts?
Honestly, I think whatever you're more comfortable with. Personally, I prefer writing on pen and paper when I'm writing in a journal. When I'm writing to write books, I do it, on the computer. But when I'm journaling, I prefer to do it by hand, just because I feel that there's something in the formation of the words and the letters and the writing that really connects the different neural pathways in your brain and kind of brings your emotions in your brain together. And I feel that really helps you to process things a little bit deeper than just. I do have a diary on my phone as well, but just I prefer working with pen and paper.
Do you have a copy of your book?
I do.
With you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Show it, because this isn't just like two people who love journaling. You have written about it. You have a book called The Journal. Tell everybody what the book is for and what it's about.
Okay, this is my book, The Journal. It's available on Amazon. This book was a labor of love for me, and it was part of my journey to learn how to be kind to myself. I wasn't very kind to myself for most of my life. I think most of us have a hard time with self-love. And it's a hard thing, as a person who is a giver and a pleaser and takes on that kind of role in many relationships, it was hard for me to extend that kind of grace to myself. And it's been really a lifelong journey for me, trying to get to a point where I can have self-compassion and be able to be that kind of a person with myself. And it's an ongoing process that has taken patience and actually a lot of faith. I have a very deep, faithful relationship with God, and it is really by His grace that I came across being able to be a writer and being able to get this connection with the written word that I have. One thing with the book that chronicles the book is that when I was journaling for myself before I got into kind of the therapeutic journaling with prompts and things like that, I hardly ever looked back on things. And then over the past year, I had a very difficult time, and I was looking back through my journal just because I was kind of like, what am I doing? What's going on? And I was just noticing how negative everything was. And it was just constantly failures, constantly down on myself, constantly just really negative throughout the whole journaling of the past year that I've been going through. And so I as an experiment, like I got this kind of thought from, I believe, from praying from God, that why not write love notes to myself? Like I write them to my children, put them in their lunch boxes, and I write, I send texts to my husband and things like that. But I never said anything to myself. So I started, instead of just journaling like I usually do, I started writing down. I would write "Dear Me," and then I would write something that was loving towards myself, or that like made me feel good about something, or something that was funny that happened, or something, any kind of positive. And then I would write at the end, "Love me." And then so I spent like pretty much 6 months to a year doing this, and it really started changing my my feelings towards myself, where like I could be able to look at myself and have grace about it, look at things, maybe my struggles, and give myself a little kindness. And the words helped me. I do have depression, and it helped to lift me out of some of that depression. And some of the notes were geared towards kicking myself into gear, because I tend to procrastinate everything. And it's like, why haven't you done this yet? And kind of get a move on. And it really helped me. It kickstarted me into writing this book, and I was able to complete it and get it published. And my hope is that people will read this book and take the little notes that I put in it and use them as a maybe template to write notes to themselves, and to create their own journal of love notes to themselves.
Do you still write love notes to yourself?
I do.
Good.
Yes. I've taken to writing them on sticky notes and sticking them on my bathroom mirror. So I see them every morning. So yes.
I love that.
Thank you.
Outside of, I think everybody on some level deals, there's pain in everyone's life. Like nobody's life is perfect. And so I want to talk about the importance of writing, even if you don't think you're depressed or sad, or, like any of the negative pieces. Why is it important to just write to yourself love notes, or in a journal anyway?
Oh, absolutely. I think the biggest takeaway of that is that you get a deeper understanding of yourself. And I think that really is the point of therapeutic journaling, is to get a deeper connection with yourself and to find a deeper understanding of what is going on with you. So yeah, I think that would be the biggest thing.
What was it like to put out? Is the journal your first book?
It is my first book. It's very short. It's just like a little collection of inspirational quotes, and it was an interesting process. I actually have a writing group that I that I hold once a week for local writers, and we meet together and we write and we help each other with our work. And I have another book that I'm in the process of writing that I'm hoping will be out in the next couple months. It has nothing to do with journaling; it's an actual fiction book, but it's exciting. Going through I'm an indie author. I tried the traditional way, and I mean, like everybody can tell you that's probably tried. I mean, the rejection letters just pile up, and it gets disheartening. So I just decided on my own to go about and self-publish through Amazon, and it was an experience. I know I made mistakes. I know there's definitely some things that I learned along the way, and that I will be putting towards using for my next book. So it's been a process. Yeah.
What are you hearing from people that are picking up the book?
They think it's beautiful. They tell me the thoughts are beautiful. Some of it, there are a couple curse words in it. So just to warn people,
as there should be,
So there are a few curse words in it, but I'm getting positive reviews from most people, and a lot of the book sales that I do privately, like through my town. I put them out, and people are just like saying that it's just a nice, like a breath of fresh air, like a nice way of thinking, which is really kind.
That's so fun. Do you have any like upcoming events that you're going to be at?
Not yet. That's something I'm working on now. Like, I just started, well, I have 6 kids, and 3 of them are older and in college and grown, and 3 of them are young, and it's soccer season right now. So,
Oh yeah.
like this weekend, we went from Gastonia to Raleigh to all over the place. So, it's just been crazy. But I am in the process of talking with some local stores and coffee shops about getting a book signing going, and I would put that out on as an interfaith minister and healer. I have a little side business called the Mindful Pathway, and that's where I will be posting information about the book and where I'll be.
Yeah, can you tell me what a spiritual counselor is and the type of people you work with?
Okay, so basically, right now, well, the spiritual counselor is using faith-based ideas and therapy-based ideas to kind of come together and help individuals form a foundation in healing from a place of faith. So I believe a big part of my healing has been having a foundation in a higher power. And I think that that's very important when you're healing, to have something that you can look to beyond yourself, because it is hard getting through some things. Everybody's got their own traumas, their own troubles, and you need a resource that is full of never-ending love. And I believe that is what you get from God, is just never-ending love. And so it's having that faith-based component, along with using cognitive behavioral therapy, DBT, other talk-based therapy things, and art therapy is another component that I do, which was very helpful to me in the past. I'm a quasi artist. I've done a couple art shows, but I'm not anything great. So like, but
I love when people pretend that they're not good at something, yet you're having an art show. If you really thought if you weren't good, you wouldn't even be having an art show. But yeah, I mean, same thing though, right? Like with writing, art isn't about going out and having an art show. Like art therapy
is what it does for you.
Yeah. I love that. What is the best way for people to connect with you and follow you?
So on Facebook, it's The Mindful Pathway. On Instagram, it's at The Mindful Pathway. And then messaging me through either one of those is probably the easiest way to get a hold of me. I've tried working on a website. I've not quite gotten it right yet, so it's not up. I'm not very technologically inclined, but I do my best. I post on the site pretty regularly. I do a lot of virtual. I'm in the process of trying to find a new home for myself. So for my practice, so I do a lot of virtual. I also teach yoga and meditation, do guided imagery, things like that, and Reiki.
And a soccer mom and soccer practice and soccer games and,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everything else. 6 kids. My gosh. The book is called The Journal. I hope you come back when your other book comes out, when you finish that.
Oh, thank you. That's really sweet.
Maybe that time in person, because since you're close.
Yeah.
Sarah, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it. This was
Of
wonderful.
course.
Thank you.
Go get the book. It's on Amazon, and check out Sarah's website, and we'll be right back after this.
Tired of harsh chemicals in your home? Let's change that. At EcoGlow Cleaning, we bring eco-friendly expertise right to your doorstep. We will make your day richer by bringing a glow to your home or office. For over 20 years, EcoGlow Cleaning has been the trusted choice for professional cleaning services in the Charlotte area. From deep cleaning to regular maintenance, EcoGlow Cleaning offers a wide range of services. All services are tailored to your needs and schedule. Our eco-friendly products ensure a healthy and safe environment for you and your family, including your pets. For a free quote, visit our website at www.ecoglowcleaning.com or give us a call at 704-777-9768. EcoGlow Cleaning is a proud sponsor of Make Your Day Richer TV.
Are you an independent creative looking to take your career to the next level? Whether you're an author, illustrator, or thinking about getting into this industry, it's time to step into the spotlight at the INKpreneurs Summit 2024. This November 1st and 2nd in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, we're bringing together the best minds in the publishing industry for 2 days of unparalleled learning and intimate networking. From hands-on workshops with industry experts to interactive networking mixers, you'll get the tools, connections, and insights to turn your creativity into a thriving business. And that's not all. Our Fresh Ink Pavilion is the place for new and emerging authors to showcase and sell their books, right in front of passionate readers and industry pros who are ready to support your journey. Plus, meet our incredible lineup of speakers sharing your secrets to success in publishing and beyond. Don't miss out. Secure your spot today and get ready to elevate your creative career. Visit INKpreneursummit.com to register. Let's give your creativity the success it deserves. See you in Winston-Salem.